Hello fellow farmers and farm hands, this is Brandalf the Wise plays Stardew. You will notice that there is a slight difference in the recording sound. That is because, unfortunately, while creating the next 3 to 4 days of recordings, I can't remember exactly how many, but my mic didn't seem to be working, which is absolutely brilliant. So now I'm going to have to rewatch my videos and put the audio above them, so unfortunately that might not be 100% accurate to what I was planning on talk about while I was doing it, but there are a few different elements I know about, and this is actually the second time I've recorded this, because apparently not recorded the video, but recorded the audio. It's the second time I've tried to record the audio, because the first time it didn't register while I was watching myself play the first video. So I just sat and sat up in air quotes recording for 20 plus minutes for this video, and then it turned out, yeah, didn't record it again. So here we are, having a fun old time making our iridium bars, so we get some more, obviously, iridium bars, which I could use for more sprinklers, but I'm not going to. Chances are I'm going to use those for equipment upgrades, like the watering can, getting that up to iridium star, although with the automation I'm not really sure if that would be most beneficial. It might be better to do the pickaxe, or get the pickaxe up there. Hoe as well, quite possibly, although first day of spring, not everything's going to be watered. It's going to be a case of, as in pre-watered by the sprinklers, because all of the tilled land is going to disappear. So yeah, it might be worth getting the hoe up to iridium star as well as the watering can. We will see. For now, obviously doing my daily routine of checking on all my animals. The big coop is now done. So we have more space for more animals, should I so choose. As you can see, the heater is on there in each of those, so that keeps them warm. They don't want to go out in the winter. It makes the pigs kind of pointless, to be honest, because they need to go out and get their truffles. Now I'm going to move all of the sprinklers over slightly, so all these 6, just so everything will be watered in like a nice neat formation, because as we know, everything looks nicer like this. I wish that I could possibly go over one more, but that would require probably a whole day of just moving sprinklers, so I'll worry about that another time. There will be a time when I can sit and go, yeah, that's fun, let's just waste time doing that rather than doing everything else I'm doing. Now, you're going to notice today that my inventory fills up very quickly again, and I end up stuck trying to work out exactly what I want to do. But no, as you can see now, I'm running around with lots of tap that I don't need. Ugh. Damn you, past Brandalf. How could you? Okay, so today we're going to go around foraging. Main reason is we want those winter seeds, and in order to do that we need 4 winter forageable items, none of which are holly. Holly is just there, and sell it for money, can't complain. But I would much prefer, instead of holly, it would give me one of the other 4, which are the crocus, the snow yam, the winter root, and what's the 4th one? What is it? Crystal fruit. That's what it is. They're the 4 we need, and for each of those 4 that we fuse together, we can make 10 winter seeds, which will make 10 of whatever those 4 I just said are at random. Also, there's something I haven't done in these 4 days, but should have been doing. So do as I say, not as I do, people. Which is, I could have been sticking any of the excess forageables of that type, like I said, the snow yam or whatever. If I had 5 snow yams and 1 of each of the others, I could put the snow yam into the seed maker and make 1 to 3 winter seeds. which would have made life a lot easier from the start, but I didn't do that, did I? Now, I apologise if the audio quality isn't what it normally is. I'm having to use some software I don't like using, as a few of you all know, for some of the outros. But yep, it'll have to do until basically I'm able to get to a point where I don't have pre-recorded videos, because otherwise, because I can't go back on Stardew days and start from scratch, unfortunately. It's left us in this annoying little predicament. So yeah, basically we'll come in to see Robin so we can look at what kind of, well, what basically is needed for each of the buildings. Because she's not building anything at the moment, it's me trying to plan out exactly what I should do. A shed is something I'm going to consider over the coming days, just because I could fill that with gardening pots to make a little coffee farm or whatever other plants. Maybe strawberries. Ooh. That might be an idea. Strawberry. But you can only buy those in spring, I think, from one of the festivals. So kind of important for me to go and do that at some point. We have a lot of going for. We have a lot on the cards going forward. So after these 4 days, I've talked about how my tech's improved, and I'm now going to move everything onto the new tech and see how it all pans out from there. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean a better mic yet. I'm working on it. So basically, once I start doing that, it'll be likely after these next 4 days, and then I'll move on to that if I've got enough time and space to do so. Now, once this is done, and I can make things a little bit, basically, not necessarily quicker, but the exports might be a bit easier, and because it's my own space, I'll be able to work through without as many distractions as well. So I'll be able to churn through a few more videos, and hopefully I'll be able to work on the side projects that I've been sat wanting to work on but haven't been able to. So there are a few in the pipeline, one of which is I'm going to do some summary videos for the months that I've done so far, because for lack of a better way of putting it, to new viewers or to anyone who's watching now, I really appreciate you coming in and watching my videos and taking the time to like, comment and subscribe. No, I freaking hate that, but yeah, basically. So what I'm trying to say is it's a lot of content to digest, and I understand some people don't want to sit and watch videos for 20 minutes to not get very far in Stardew when they could technically be playing it themselves, but also I want to have the videos here as like a little chill space that people can just watch videos, listen to random chat. If they want to veg out, if they're having a bad day, that's what I want. I just want them to have something that they can go, yeah, that's quite chill, that's quite relaxing, I'll do that. I have some friends, I say some, I have a friend, my feelings, who watches these, isn't that far in, as far as I can tell, but she watches them at night because listening to me talk during this helps her sleep. Which I'm like, okay, great. I've made one person's life a little bit easier, and that means the world. Obviously, just sidetrack. We're just running around foraging for anything. We got one of those shells. Finally, I've been waiting on those for a long time, so I can stick them in one of the community centre bundles. Now, I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but I took a job from the board, the proper board, not the cruddy little one near Pierre's, and that job requires me to chop 1,000 pieces of wood, like you saw there, briefly in those few split seconds, 1,000 pieces of wood in the next 7 days. Now, oh Jody, So close, almost unhearted there. Basically, what we're doing today, or from here on, is we're going to be chopping as much wood as physically possible, so we only have to do it for 1 day, maybe 2 days, right? Bit of holly, like I said, a little pointless, makes a bit of money. Yeah, now, the plan for next year, and it's something that you'll see come up shortly. You'll see me start scrolling through the lists of items and stuff like that. Basically, in order to 100% completion, you need to tick everything off of that list. That includes getting all the fish, selling all the item types in a list that includes forageables, farming, monster bits, all that kind of stuff. You need to have sold those and sent them off, and finding and submitting all minerals and artifacts to Bunker. There are a few other little aspects, and they all end up impacting on your completion of the farm as well. For the end of year 3, there are benefits to doing more things. Let's say, basically, just earning money isn't everything for your granddad in order to get the candles that you need. I did a little bit of research because I was curious. Basically, there's a point system, an underlying point system. I think it's 30 points is the maximum, I think. Kind of like how submitting those items at the full festival, those kind of items to get points kind of thing. But this it has a large amount of reasoning. It can be the friendships that you make. You need to get a certain star rating with a certain amount of people for a few points. You need to make sure that your pet loves you as much as possible. You need to have made at least, or have a farm value of 1 million to get the full amount for the money making. So I've already got that, but it's not enough. Maxing out the museum, like I said, and giving everything to Gunther, and oh, there's so much. There's so many things. But there are items you can get from the shrines, from the shrine, if you get high enough. I think there's one that will give you iridium ore each day, which is quids in. We want that, and a few other little bits, which is great. Now, I'm going to try and get this to 100% within those 3 years. That's the goal. We'll see if I make that goal, but that's the goal. And the other, because I got completely sidetracked, as I always do, the other videos I'm considering doing are some like tests of different things I've heard, and I want to see just how impactful they are. That's going to come in the following few days, weeks. It's going to be very dependent on whereabouts into this farm I get. So watch this space. Basically what I'm saying. It's going to be an interesting one going forward. There are going to be a fair few little tidbits that I do, and that will be some very short versions on TikTok, obviously, and then we'll have some proper videos coming up on YouTube as well. I'm also planning on rehashing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to rehash the titles of all of my videos and thumbnails. That'll be again in a few weeks. I'll take a day, spend a specific day doing it, and see how it goes. Just churn through everything I need to do and see what happens. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. Ooh, more forageables, maybe. Or is it just stone? Or clay? Oh, no. It's something for Gunther. So, as you can see, the wood is... Well, you can't really see, but the wood is getting there. Now, that little thing at the bottom right there, a bit of a problem. And I've noticed over videos and thinking back, I had like a brainwave moment where the penny finally dropped, and I used to almost religiously do something, and somewhere along the line I stopped doing it. And that was, I memorized, or could roughly see where along the bar, when it started to sweat, like as the bar goes down, how many like few hits I had left based on where I was before it gets to the healing exhaust. And I was sat thinking, why did I do that? Because I couldn't remember, and then it clicked. And the reason I haven't been waking up with full energy bars is because of that. Because if you keep it above that point, you're golden. If you let it drop at any point, that's the following day faffed. Unless you drink a specific drink, I think it is. But I'm not 100% clued up. Ooh, an owl. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things coming forward. Like I said, unfortunately the next few episodes are going to have this type of recording. Like I said, my inventory got full like an idiot very quickly, and I was complaining real hard during my first recording, attempted recording, while watching this video of me doing whatever, complaining that I wasn't selling the stone, and I was sat faffing and going through all of these to try and work out what was best to get rid of. I'm like, the stone's there, you got 6 stone, get rid of it. Then I thought of something else, because I was eating the algae. Not probably worth eating 5 algae for 1 holly, not gonna deny, just because energy, but yeah, fine. But then I sat and thought, well, stone, if I bought it from Robin, would be 20 gold a piece. So that pile of stone is technically worth 120. So is that worth more than the shell I'm going to get rid of in a bit when I realise I want to pick something else up? Because I do. Oh. It's going to be good when I can go back to recording normally and actually have my voice heard, rather than sitting looking at the recordings and thinking, oh no. I had a little mini breakdown. Not going to deny it. It stressed me out so much, because I'm like, oh, so I recorded them, now I'm going to have to record over them. Do I have the right tech for that? Do I have the right apps? Oh, it's just more stress than necessary, is what it is. Now, obviously, like you can see here, this is the list I was talking about earlier. So, as you can see, we're missing a few minerals, which means we're going to want to go through some more geodes still, to see if we can get those, because they'll be broken out of those. Recipes is another one. Here's all the artifacts that we're going to need, all the fish, and all of the to sell. Now, the best icon I can give here is, actually looking at that, all the bars there, like the copper, iron, gold, and iridium bars. Obvious there, because of the shape, like second from bottom row, but they're not appearing there, and that's because I haven't sold any of them. I've always kept them or used them, so if I sold them, they would appear as lit up in this. And as you can see, there's a lot that I probably should have been doing, like a spring onion up there at the top right, and then all of the forageables I need to have done. But I didn't, because I'm a dunce. But yeah, that's what we're going to do over the coming year or two, and see how much of it we can get done. Just because I want to say, yeah, I did it. Aren't you proud of me? More stone to add to the collection to make that pile worth even more. How much wood have I even got? I wish past me would look at it already. It would make life a lot easier for us. Wouldn't it? No? Okay, fine. Don't do what I tell you to do, me. Fine. Be that way, you pouty little sod. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Basically, also with pop-ups here, this day might take a bit of time to churn out. I'm going to try and get it done, so it's ready for tomorrow to keep the daily flow going, but that might take a bit more time than I would like, let's say, because I'm going to have to attach this audio piece to the video and then apply pop-ups as I go. Once that's been done, I watch the whole video, so the third time watching the video. We'll see what happens. Well, that's just bad at words. I could have, another thing I said, I could have scripted it. I could have sat here, written a script, and said things as I did them, all nice and neat, and all nice. Ooh, isn't that nice? No, that's not how we do things here, is it, gang? We sit here, we do things as they come. We give an accurate representation as best we can, which is annoying because obviously this isn't as accurate as it would have been at the time. I was obviously sat saying you every time that I was selling stuff, like here, I'll be you, and sell the holly, and you. But I can't do that because the recording's done, and I've lost the ability to redo it if I need to. Yay, more iridium bars. So yeah, we're just sat here doing what we can with the hand we've been dealt. I didn't even put that milk in. I left a milk. I've still got one in my inventory. Why did I do that? Why? Why, Brandalf? Why? Getting frustrated at myself now. I get frustrated and I'm able to put in like my little pop-ups to sass myself because of how dumb I've been. But watching back and audio on it, that makes it that much worse because I'm freaking reacting to my own freaking video. I'm not mad. You're mad. It is what it is. In all fairness, it's probably a good thing to a degree, because at some point I will need to adjust how I record everything and make sure it's all done through a different tech, proper mic done through the PC with the PS4 attachment. So it's another learning curve. So we've gone to bed. Day 1 of winter is done. As you can see, I took a bunch of random bits out of the chest so that I could say, yeah, I've sold these now, appear in the lists. Anyway, it's been an interesting day. It's going to be weird recording these over the next couple of days. But it's good seeing you. Thank you for coming. Keep on farming, keep getting that seed money, and stay safe. I'll see you next time. Thank you.